Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, I love the offense coming out and trying to stay aggressive, but you're going to have to do a better job against this pass rush, keeping your quarterback upright. He got drilled as he was trying to throw that football, and that's why it fell incomplete.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. The Longhorns in the hurry up. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Working that left side now. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Right down the middle. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
He wants to pass it on second down. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's first down from the 11. Quarterback checking the play. Out of the gun, the inside give. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Looking to pass, it's Howard. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's open. Off he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To throw, it's Ewers. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see.
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw. It's Howard. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the big fella. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
On second down, just keeps firing. Got it behind the line. It's Blue. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third down, going up top. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. These corners backing off a bit. They're throwing for it on fourth down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
That is great.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Got a man. It's Ibuka. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Throwing right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. They agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Now the play fake. Got his man quickly. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Judkins. Runs through the tackle. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
To the air, it's Howard. Zings it complete to the right. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And the Buckeyes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Ibuka. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Final play of the quarter coming. With the run on 1st and goal. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Texas 14, Ohio State 7.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Ohio State, number 15, in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He's going to get loose. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Just trucks through it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. I said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Ohio State, 21, Texas.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one off. Texas.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Back to throw, it's Ewers. He's got it. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this hand. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Turns it on at midfield. He's loose. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blue. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game. We might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Howard. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Going up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Taking it the other way. The 40. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation. But we've got overtime coming. First play of the first possession of OT. The inside handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
Handoff from the shotgun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they score first here in overtime. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
21.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown.
Easy.
To the ground with the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. To the air. It's Ewers. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. 3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
The Longhorns have moved it inside the 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Ewers. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. This thing has been back and forth now, 1st and goal as they try to take the lead. In overtime, touchdown Texas! Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense.
That keeps the score. Texas 34, Ohio State 28.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First down here from the offense. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Back to throw, it's Howard. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick strike complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Henderson.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida Atlantic 7, Ohio State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Howard. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Off the play fake. Intercepted. Looking for more room. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Sullivan. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, gets you a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Tucker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Fires to the wideout. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quickly complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Ibuka. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This defense will try to keep everything in front. He's taking the shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Sproul. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Back to pass, it's Ward. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. On the move is the 30. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the gun, the ground game.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Ward. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Stumbled to the ground. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
On second down, looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the big fella. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Howard. Coming after him. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Third down play from the gun. Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Henderson. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a huge play. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you want to make big plays in the passing game. And to do that, you've got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You can see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch called for and made. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Using his feet to buy time. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Fires toward the target. And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Off play action on first down. And that ball is picked off. Great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And he made the extra point without problem. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Fires to the middle. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Canes! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wideout in motion. He's looking to throw it. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Fires to the right. It's caught. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run.